Now, let's see here. We got her. We got her. We got her. About time, man. We got her.
Now what?
All right, we're streaming. So everybody can hear us now in here. So if anybody wants to jump in on this, we can. So let's go ahead and get a load started. Man, that took a while. And that, all right. I'm starting out in California from LA. Where should I run to, bro? Give me a state.
Run 2?
Yeah, give me a state to run to. Not a far one. Give me like something like 800 miles, maybe. We'll do this one actually. We'll go to Twin Falls. We'll take this one out here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, hold on. I'm taking my sweater off. And I might sound stupid here, but I'm gonna start this off. All right, guys, welcome to the stream. Me and my buddy Hunter here are new to the stream, and that's just starting out here, creating this channel and trying to gain a follow group. This is what we call DR Transport. If anybody wants to know what DR Transport stands for, it stands for Diesel Runners. I've always wanted to be an owner-up. When I was older, I'm a real truck driver in real life, in real time. And I never got to really achieve my dream of becoming one, but I'm able to create a brand here to be an owner-up on this channel. If you guys appreciate our content that we post on our channel, please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll be able to keep you posted week by week, posting little by little. Thank you. All right, Hunter, let's go back to business. Let's get this shit done, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I sounded stupid there for a sec, but it's gonna be in the recordings.
Hey, where?
And I'm gonna be sharing this like to Facebook, to potentially Twitch. I'll be sharing it to TikTok and that. So yeah. And we're gonna also, guys, we're gonna try to keep this channel clean, not really use profanity or any of that nature. No harassment. We don't want no scammers, nothing like that. We just want people to be able to enjoy the content that we create, and hope you guys like it. All right, now let's give me a different area. Why is it? Oh wait, now I know why. That's because I'm driving to the actual area. That probably makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a.
If you're down, I'm down for life. Just don't say love if that's not what you're chasing. Empty lies.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the radio turned on. Where are you heading to, Hunter?
I got off the game for a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
Ugh, sorry I took so long there, bro. Just had to try to
You're
get
good.
this all figured out.
No, when you're on, or what's it called? I've been on that game since
Go straight.
I can't talk today for some reason.
Apparently.
But when you were out there, I was running
when I was hanging with my wife.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to take a break.
Gotcha. Current load, guys, we are that I am booked on. I am going to pick up a load here in LA, and we are going to take this trip all the way to Twin Falls, Idaho.
Turn left.
Yeah, no, I think I have a load going to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
How many miles is that?
It's that 17.
Gotcha. If you guys want to check out my truck, there's a nice quick view of it that I created myself. If anybody wants to know what kind of truck this is the Pitster mod that I use here. You can be able to find them at pitstermodding.com. Me personally, Hunter, I'm not a person that sponsors stuff and that, but I want to be able to give this detail in case like our viewers out there that watch it and that are curious to actually see, and they so
Yeah, I get what you mean.
North Carolina. I can't believe you still play that coast to coast. I'm surprised how that even works, man. How does that mod even still work?
What?
That coast to coast mod, man, because it don't work on mine. I can't
Go straight.
states.
I think you might before. You might have to get with Jeff, because that's who helped me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here we
I don't know
are,
if you got
safe and
any add-ons that are included with it.
If it kills me too, I'm gonna get up and try.
I don't think so. But I might.
You got the one off of Truckee, right?
Yeah. But he says it. Yeah, you might have to. Because it's so hard to explain.
Yeah. Also, if anybody is curious out there of what kind of motor I am running currently, I'm running an NT855 Cummins. That's 500 horsepower and it's tuned. It's got one heck of a Jake brake, but I haven't been able to go ahead and use it just yet. We all have to start somewhere, right, man?
Uh-huh.
How was work today for you? It was pretty good.
Oh, same shit.
You gotta love it.
Same shit. Same shit, different day.
Oh, and also, guys, me and my buddy Hunter here also stream we'll be streaming Rocket League as well. We alternate between games, so we don't only do Trucking Simulator.
Yeah, I feel like tonight's just this game that I'm playing
Drive
in
safe.
ATS of last night.
All right, guys. So this is our cargo that I am hauling today. I am hauling 33,515 pounds, and that is furniture. It's going from Twin Falls to a Walmart megastore. It's going in Twin Falls, and that. And we do a little bit of a pre-trip inspection, making sure everything looks good on the truck. Let's go ahead and show you a little bit of lighting right here inside. Just look at the detail that these guys put into this mod here. Just gotta love it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, let's get it. Let's get it rolling.
Go straight.
Give you guys a little Jake break action while we're in here, shall we? There we go. It's a little gist of what the motor sounds like here at low speeds. I tell you what, man, picking up at these ports, they just take so long to get out of. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, holy crap. Yeah, I'm staying up late tonight because there's a reason why. Because since Zoe messed up on the time, my teammate, he what he did was when he picked up that load, he was running on his clock, right? So now, like, he had to do pretty much a 10-hour reset. And, well, I went and pretty much drove for 10 hours, so that's why I had to be home daily today, which kind of sucked. I mean, I don't mind being home daily.
Yeah.
Of course, because that's what I want. But it messes up the log, so now, instead of me staying in Nashville overnight like I normally do, now when I'm staying up late tonight intentionally, because when I get there, when he picks me up in the truck, and that me and him are not going to swap off until Lexington, Virginia. Which that's going to be fun, because I got to tire myself out as trying to make my way towards the highway, man, but I tell you what, trying to get out of this town kind of sucks. I already got 7,100 miles on this. Oh, did you see what Jake posted by chance on the announcements? He posted whoever gets the most miles at like the ending of the month or something wins $35.
Oh, yeah.
Like $35. I tell you what, whoever's posting doing the most miles or whatever should get a lot more than that, because that just shows how much free time they got on their hands, I guess.
Probably Reaper. Watch it.
This is a pretty time-consuming game.
Stay left, then turn left.
Yes, guys,
Turn
I got
left.
the GPS on. The voice navigation, so if you guys hear that, it's my little voice navigation.
No, that's his little person in the backseat that he has wrapped up.
Who?
You.
Oh, shut up. Whatever. Fortunately, on this truck that I'm driving, y'all, I've only been driving this, using this mod for about a week, not even, and that, but I normally run the hater build, and usually I got myself a little pretty woman in there, but not in this one. I wasn't able to have that option, or at least I didn't see it on there.
Stay left.
Gotta make her way over here towards San Bernardino. Trying to go on towards 10. Because I'm gonna be taking 10 east. Hey guys, should I run that California speed? Or should I just go ahead and hammer down? Let's go ahead and hammer down instead. 'Cause we don't we don't do laws on this channel. But
Stay
I
right.
do gotta say this, we cannot exceed over 80 mile an hour in our VTC that we are currently in, so. Here we go, man, we're on 10 now. See how many miles we lived. 855 miles is what I got. How many miles you got?
On mine.
What's that?
Only like on my truck.
No, not on your truck. How many miles you got for your trip?
Stay left.
You said you're doing a North Carolina run, weren't you?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that menu real quick. Let's go ahead and turn down the truck a little bit on my audio. Oh, that's why. You know, master volume is kind of high, so let's lower that a little bit. There we
Stay
go.
right. Then exit
That's a
right.
little better.
Exit right.
Oh, got an accident here. Whoops. what's funny, Hunter? I have never even streamed longer than 30 minutes, and I'm probably almost at that now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how many minutes exactly. This is the only load I'm going to be doing here in that, and then I'll probably go to sleep, because it's going to take me a minute to do this run. Yeah, because how many miles do I got now? I'm down to 800 miles left. Just look at that scenery right there. Doesn't get any better than that. Got a trucker here doing 55 mile an hour, actually following the speed limit here in California. You don't see that too much. Currently, y'all, we are in Barstow, California. Let's go ahead and give a little bit of a scenic view here. I'm gonna go ahead and set the cruise here so we don't go over that 80 mile an hour threshold. Got the
Stay
mountains out in the distance. Getting ready to go on 15. But rolling.
But rolling.
Probably gonna be jumping. I don't think I'm gonna be jumping on 40. I think I'm gonna be staying on 50. Yeah, I'm going on 15 north. Yeah, because I'm going towards Idaho. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking I was gonna run 40 all the way up over there. 'Cause that just didn't make any sense. Sorry guys if my directions are a little off. I haven't done OTR in a few years, so bear with me. And that I run a dedicated account, and that but I'm not going to tell the company I work for. But I just run a dedicated account 5 days a week. That where I just go to 2 places and 2 places only. I'm setting that cruise at 75. I'm not really wanting to push it. A little bit of camera action here, y'all, while we're out in the open desert. Got some cactuses right out there. Got even that box truck there, even doing 55, huh? You guys gotta love California's laws, right? Cruising right out in the wide open desert, right across 15. Next state is going to be Nevada. We should be entering that pretty soon. Next city we're going to be seeing is Las Vegas. See, I know this route now. I know 15 quite well. Been on it a time or two. You want to know what's funny, bro? That me and my wife, one time we're out in Beaver, Utah, and I went to go to the bathroom, and one of these truckers were hitting on her while I was in the bathroom, and she pops up her ring and she's like, "Nah, I'm taken." I'm just too desperate. Is your one friend on that you said that you've been friends with for like 6, 7 years? If you want to add him into the Discord, you can.
Because he's overseas.
Is he in the military?
No, he's from overseas.
Oh, he's from overseas. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm climbing that like 16-mile grade. We're losing speed just slowly. And I actually know this area quite well. There's actually a sign here in this area. It's funny. There's a sign here in this area that tells you to turn off your air conditioning or else your truck can start overheating. But this hill is probably not as long in the game as it is in real life, because in real life it's actually takes a minute to climb. And when you're loaded down really heavy, damn straight that it's one heck of a climb. A lot of the times I would climb it at like, I don't know, 35, 40 mile an hour, maybe. But I was loaded down all the time, like 40, 45,000 every time I was coming out of California. I used to haul borax out of there. You know what borax is?
No.
I was told they use them in like laundry detergents to make like laundry detergents and stuff. I don't know for sure. Oh. We got something going on there. We almost got in a wreck, y'all. I was not paying attention for a quick sec. Mistakes happen. Let's go ahead and pick up that speed. I don't know why everybody was stopping there. Here we are running into a town called Primm, Nevada. This is one of the first towns in when you cross the state line. Well, it is the first town. And actually, as soon as you just cross into this state, it's just casino galore everywhere, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and turn on those headlights here. What's funny is it's actually cloudy here, and which it never is. It looks like it's gonna rain. We may deal with some rain along the way, but I highly doubt it. Maybe up in Idaho. And that's what my truck looks like lit up, y'all. And if you can tell, these are what, if you look up in the top center of my screen, that's a watermelon node. And so it's for a blue interior. You guys will see it when we start running into the night shift. Let's go ahead and check on our mileage and see where we're at. We're at 648 miles. Still rolling on.
Stay left.
Now we're starting to come up in Las Vegas. There's a strip right there, y'all. There's, I believe that is Trump Tower. Let's go ahead and slow it down just a little bit. 65 mile an hour. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little scenic view area here while trying to pass this truck. Got the blimp out there. You know, just the detail that they put into this game is just amazing. What they can do.
Stay left.
You know, and this is why I love trucking, man. I might not be able to do OTR anymore. Sometimes I miss it. And that, got a kid on the way and everything, but at least I could do it in this game, and it brings back good memories here. have a chance. I don't exactly have a schedule yet, y'all, on my streaming content. It's kind of iffy because I work a week on, week off schedule currently at the moment until they find me a new teammate. That way I can go back to home daily. But I'm going to do what I can and when I can to be able to release new content to y'all little by little. And if y'all ever want to need a shout out, just shoot me a message on my Facebook page at DR Transport. There personally, I can be able to help out with anything y'all need. If you guys are looking for certain content, let me know. Is there any certain states that you guys want me to go to? I got all the DLC packs. What I haul mainly is a custom 53-foot reefer with a spread axle to it. I also pull bull wagons. On here I pull tankers, I pull flatbeds, I pull step decks, I pull it all. I do have a heavy haul pack, like a special transport, but I don't really use it all that often. But willing to do it if somebody has wanted to be able to see how that works in this game. Feel free to let me know. Like I said, just you can go onto my Discord server. You can shoot me a message there in the chat. There, you can show some support there. Also, my buddy Hunter here is in there. You can go ahead and give him a like as well, and he'll be posting content little by little on there when he can. Let's see, we're almost to St. George, Utah. Well, we're coming up in Arizona up into the gorge, but the town I know is St. George, Utah. Now this area is very beautiful, guys. You guys will love this area. Let's hear the James scream. Gotta love that, man. I'll keep it on this camera for a second for y'all. Just sit here and enjoy the nature. I'm currently running a 3070 graphics card on here, and it gives pretty good graphics. I upgraded from an i7 700K 1070 Ti up to this right here of an i12 600K, I believe, with the 3070 graphics card. And I think the quality is a lot better here. It actually does my streaming a little bit easier. My frames, I don't know if y'all can be able to see my frame rates, my GPU percentages, my CPU, my latency up in the top left there, but we're still running at about 55 to 60 frames in that. But frames tend to drop in cities, and that a lot more stuff, a lot more textures, a lot more little packs into there. Mods can also affect those things. Yes, there is mods that are included in this game. You can go on the Truckin website and be able to download free mods there. There's also other websites if you want paid mods, like Pitster mods that I have here, or Z mods for their engines. They specialize in engines. And normally, I haven't bought engines for the longest time, but I decided to start getting into it a little bit more when I got into this community and everything. And I eventually me and Hunter plan to start our own BTC. And eventually, and with some of these paid mods, like with Z mods, if you guys run those type of engines that they actually take, I don't know exactly all the specs behind it, take computers and like do like special recordings of some sort. They do special recordings of some sort of actual semi-trucks to get that raw, authentic sound that you get out of a real truck, rather than just trying to play with it on a computer and try to figure out the sounds that way. So I give props to Z-Mods here. This is my favorite engine that Z-Mod makes so far. Now this is my second one. I also run a Detroit, and that I have ran one before. And I gotta say, it is pretty cool. But one of my ultimate favorites, and it's also in one of my videos, on one of my reels that you guys can watch. It's a Cat 3406E 2WS, and it's got 550 horse to it. And that, and also my buddy Hunter here runs that same motor, same engine as well in his truck from time to time. But you're running a Cummins now, aren't you?
No, I'm still running the Cat.
Oh, he's still running the Cat. All right. So, and also, if you ever see his truck running his Cat motor in there, you can actually get that for free off of Steam in the Steam Workshop. All you do is click on your game. If you guys own it, click on American Truck Simulator. You'll see a column that says Workshop. Click over to there. You can type in the Steam Workshop, and you'll be able to look for all sorts of mods. All you have to do is click the plus button on what you want, what you're looking for. It's a subscribe button. Subscribe. Now, me personally, for free mods wise, if you guys want to look into some really good engines, I would go with Slab Jerry, and that he creates some good free mods, and that's one of the mods that I run in this game. It's just in particular with this truck, since it's a paid mod, I prefer to keep paid mods on this truck in particular to make it run real good, making sure my game runs real good, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you guys have this game downloaded, stuff like that, make sure to keep up to date on your versions. Make sure to read the mods that you download, because there's certain mods for certain versions, or else it can conflict with another mod. It can tend to cause your game to crash, or whatever it may be. And yes, you guys can do convoy mode in here, but if I suggest you do convoy mode with somebody, try to have the same mods that they have, if you can. As close to it as you can, so there is no conflict, because or else you'll have server lags, everything, and also a lot of the times you won't be able to convoy with them unless you guys have certain mods running on that same server there. That's the only downfall of convoy mode. Let's check our mileage again, shall we, y'all? We got 469 miles to go. I'm gonna check my time on my personal phone. 11 o'clock. We'll have to be pulling over in a sec. We got 75 gallons left out of 261 gallons, man. Let's not run out of fuel again, shall we?
Been there, done that.
Yep. My buddy here was down to 7 gallons and had to fill up his truck. And that it was a close call even for him.
No, it was 17.
Go straight.
And as soon as I got into the pulling in, I was at 7.
Finding
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane, man. How much did it cost you to fill that up, though? And like, what
Like
state were you in?
Go
17.
straight.
And I was
Like
in
1700?
Arizona. Air. Yeah. I was in New Mexico or Texas.
Never mind. I'll find a new route. Please make a
Jeez.
U-turn when possible. Recomputing. When possible, make a U-turn.
Let's go ahead and attack this middle lane right here. Pulling up into a Shell gas station, man. I'm curious to see what fuel is going to cost out here. And yes, I do have realistic fuel prices like turned on, I think, y'all. I don't remember. Put these mods in it over like a couple weeks ago, and I tend to change them around sometimes. And that if y'all ever need a tutorial video on how to do it, I can be able to see if I can try to create a video somehow to my computer. I am not the best tech savvy person, you know, but I could be able to try to record a video and send it to you in my chat into the Discord server on how to download mods, how to add them into here. And also remember, when adding mods, you need to have the correct load orders, or else they will conflict and the game won't run properly. I learned that the hard way with my game constantly crashing all the time. I got diesel for $3.52, bro. $725 for a fill up.
Damn.
205.84 gallons. I was not taking the chance of running out. Now every time I get down to like 75 to like 50 gallons, I'm looking for a fuel spot like right away. Not going through that again. Ching, 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 ching. Gas station took my money, y'all.
Gotta love that. Oh.
That's okay. I'm a millionaire in this game anyway. And yes, yes, y'all. I started with a profile jumpstart. And that now I have a different account that I have ran for many years, quite some time. I'm level like 5,000 and something because I've been playing this game since 2016 on and off, and that I recently got back into it about 3 years ago, and now I play it more continuously with being in a community, and I just like want to test it out and stream it to you guys, see how you guys like my content, whatever, and be able to show you guys that this game is pretty awesome. And you know, even though you guys may not be a truck driver yourself, but
Turn left.
semi trucks is not the only thing you can drive in here. I think you can drive buses, you can drive, I think, Ford F-250s, you can drive like dualies, doing hot shot rolling, all sorts of stuff. All you gotta do is look on that Truckin website and, you know, go with mods. Or you guys can do basics. They also have a driving academy on here that can teach you like on how to parallel park, how to drive around certain corners and stuff like that. So this game's got a lot of built-in stuff. You know, I've never tried the driving academy because
I was trying to look into it.
You're gonna look into it?
Yeah.
Maybe on one of these streams that I do. I think I probably will do that try that academy. Not gonna lie. because I've never tried it, and I kind of want to see what's going about it. Well, I heard in the 1.5 update, currently, guys, we are on 1.57, but on the 1.5 update, you know what I heard? I heard they're like updating a whole new module for that driving academy. People have been posting about it like crazy on my Facebook group that I'm in for the American Truck Simulator community.
Oh. That's weird.
You guys want to
I
hear me?
wonder what.
Guys are curious to see how this sounds shifting through the gears and picking up the speed. This is how this fucking sounds. I'll give you guys a better light show. How about that right there? We rolling. Got the good old rubber duck. This is my interior, got the nice blue interior here, you know, just the detail, man, that detail, it's detail into this truck. I guarantee they took countless hours and time building this truck. Isn't it like 8K, right? Like it's an 8K quality truck, like compared to like a Peterbilt is only like 2 to 4K or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, you know. It's a pretty expensive mod, y'all, but I tell you what, for what you get for the price, now I got it on a discount code. I know he sells it for 80 bucks. I got it for 56. Cause I got like $24 off, for 30% off. I guess they're having a sale going on. But you also get trailers with it too. You also get skin packs and all that kind of stuff. You guys can get different size cabs. You know, there's not just one in particular cab that you get. Like, you guys don't have to choose what I choose, but you get different paint schemes, paint jobs, all that type of stuff. You know, you can design what you want in this game. It just depends on how willing and how far you're able to go to the extreme to be able to customize it to your specifications. Let's go ahead and set that cruise back at 75. Let's see our mileage now. 414 miles to go. 6 hours 50 minutes. Current time in the game is 9:22 p.m. for me. Where are you? What's your 20, bro? What's your 20? Means what's your location?
I'm still on a different game.
What are you playing?
I can't talk. The construction simulator.
I've never played that. What's that? How is that game?
Good.
Yeah, I've never played that. Isn't that like with like bulldozers and stuff like that? Like you can move around and dig up dirt and all that kind of stuff and build roads in it. And I think I've seen that on Facebook Reels, but I've only seen it a handful of times, I think. They got something like that in real life. If you in Sevierville, Tennessee, they got like a dig zone, whatever. Have you ever heard of it?
I heard about the dig zone.
Yeah, like you can run construction equipment on there, like backhoes, excavators, and all that type of stuff. I don't know.
That's construction simulator that you're talking about.
No, this is in real life. Dig zone. And that It's in Sevierville.
Oh.
Or no, it's not Sevierville. It's probably Pigeon Forge, I think, because it's down there quite a bit into the mountain ranges. Because Sevierville's not really
I'm
in the
talking
mountain
about
ranges.
when you're talking about like digging roads and stuff like that.
Oh, no, no, no.
But when I'm done with such division, I might get off the game. Or
You're about to get off?
yeah.
Yep, right after this load, I'm gonna be getting off because it's starting to get late. I got 352 miles to go, so I'm gonna get this load delivered, get it added to the record books, and go from there. See, and if I would have had the other guys in the chat and stuff, they'd been like, Cody, what are you talking about? Like stuff like that. I didn't want to put them in here. I won't really talk to them while I'm in here doing these streams. It'll either be by myself or it'll be with you. It's gonna be one of the two. Got some winding roads coming up here into Idaho. You guys want a little bit of light action one more time right here? This is what my truck looks like. Whoop, veered off in the other lane for a second. Let's see if we can find a rest area so that way we can give you guys more of a scenic view. And I think we got one coming up here. Yes, we do. Because what time is it? 10:46. Now I may or may not invest into a webcam soon, y'all. But I've been thinking about it though.
See your ugly face?
Yeah. See my bald head, pretty much. I don't know if anybody's ever watched SpongeBob the movie, but every time the king takes his crown off, where everybody goes like bald, 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 my eyes, my eyes. Gotta love it. There was a rest area down that other road, but I already missed it now, so let's just go ahead and go to this one over here by this Walmart.
Go straight.
Go straight. Now, Hunter, do you know how I can share this to the Facebook page and that? Do I have to just go into the channel and just click the share button? I can click it to where I want to share to?
Yes.
Alright. 7,696 miles on this truck already, fellas. Whoops, hit my mouse by accident right there.
Stay right, then turn right.
Stay right, then turn right.
Turn right.
Going up into the service center. Gotta see if I can try to find it. Yep, right up there. And since I got
Get ready to turn right.
you guys in here, if y'all ever want to take a look, since I'm parking in the service
Turn
center,
right.
after I go into rest mode,
Okay.
so I can change
let's
it back
find
to
a new road.
daytime, I'm gonna show you guys that what you
Make a
can
U-turn.
upgrade in here. So I'm gonna park right over here. Real quick. Now it's not gonna be a professional parking job, y'all, by
Never
any
mind.
means.
I'll
This is
find a
gonna
new
be
route.
enough to where I see the thing where it says to turn off your engine. Which is like that, right there. That's what I am looking for. And I'll show you guys again real quick all the lighting that's on my truck here. This took me about 2.5 to 3 hours to go ahead and build fully customized right here, all by Pitster modding. And that I got that good old American Rust right up on the wheels there if you guys want to take a look. And I got the good old reefer trailer here. Just gotta love it. All right, and I'm gonna drop this trailer here for a second, y'all, so I don't have any conflict on trying to get out or anything like that. So we're gonna go like this.
Time to hit the road.
Let's go ahead. If you guys see this wrench over here, this is where the service center is. This is where you can repair your truck. This is where you can customize your truck, your trailer, all that kind of good jazz, y'all. And once you enter up into here, you'll see a garage. See, you got your service here. So say, for instance, if I need to do service recommendations, they'll tell you your repairs, the wear and tear, the damage on it, and stuff like that. You know, it wears over time. Tells you what kind of parts. This right here, off to my left-hand side, right here tells you what type of truck I'm running. It tells you like the engine torque, the engine power here. So right now the engine torque that I have is 1,744 foot-pounds. I'm at foot-pounds of torque at a 1,400 RPM rate. What I'm running in my gearbox right here, this is a mod called Fury 6 Transmissions. There's a mod, I think, for it. Now, that is through my community. I don't know if it's on Steam or it's on Trucky or anything like that, but I mean, you guys could be able to take a look. But I'm running 363 rears in there. Right now, I run a Super 13 Eaton Fuller transmission. Me, I don't really run the 18 speeds all that much. I think 13 speeds suit me just fine. Now I can build one to 18 speeds if you guys ever want to, and that, but I just don't usually prefer it. And then right here, it's called for this Pitster mod is the Peterbilt the 389 EXHD. Now this is what I have is the low roof 48-inch stand up. That's what I'm running. I got a 6x4 chassis and that. And then for my trailer type is single. It's refrigerated. Body length is 51 foot 9 inches. Body width 8 foot 1 inch. Body height 8 foot 5 inches. And then this will tell you all the condition and everything along with it. So this game is pretty customized to scale, y'all. And that. This is where I can show you for the truck configurator. You can click, say, different cabs if you wanted to. So, different wheelbases if you wanted to. Now, don't worry about what's in this bottom center of my screen. Installing this item may reverse some connected parts. So say for instance, if you go ahead and click on one of these and wanted to change it over. So if I clicked this chassis, say for instance, compared to here, you can see how it changes the frame right there. I can have it painted, I can have it black, all that kind of stuff. But I leave it black personally. Well, kind of a chromish black. And that's my kind of style. So like you can go over here, you can go to the engines. These are all the different kind of engines that I have, y'all. I have a Caterpillar 3408, got Detroit 12V71s. You know, I got a Cummins NTC big cams. And that I got all these different types of engines that you guys can go through right here, and that's what Slav Jerry has got to offer is these type of engines, and he does remarkable work. I totally suggest if you're looking for free mods, subscribe right under him and that Steam Workshop, and he'll trust me, you guys will not be disappointed, you know. So, and this is just for this Peterbilt if I want to put it in there. So this is just all the engines that I have. You got N14s, you got C12s, you got C15s, you got Cummins ISXs, you got Detroit 60 series, you know, what I nicknamed that the bulletproof engine. They go forever, but they're notorious for oil leaks. And that now I know what other people have been asking. There is no smoke mod in here. There is a mod that they make smoke, but it goes on continuously, right? So what that means is that I think with American Truck Simulator, the physics of the game, they're not able to make it like roll coal every time you shift the gear. And not being able to build those physics. Now, do I know if it's going to happen in the near future? I do not know. But what I do know is you can either have continuous smoke or no smoke at all in your trucks. You can't choose one of the two. Now, I can't add it in on this mod. I'm on this Peterbilt itself. It doesn't allow it for me, I think. But I don't want them in there personally. It just looks kind of weird. I usually like the authentic. If I'm gonna go with smoke coming out of the pipes, it's gonna be authentic. And that I had it on my old Haterbilt, my purple one that you guys will see in my Facebook page, and that but that was for that one, and I created that a long time ago. And that, so yeah. Now let's go ahead and go through some more stuff. So you can see right over here what my truck is specialized in. So for normal cargo, optimized for light and medium weight cargo transportation duties. I got heavy cargo right here. These bars indicate what my truck is actually good for, and how it's built and what it can handle. And this can tell you like the torque, the engine power, the gears, first gear ratio, your last gear ratio, your differential. you know, your effective wheelbase, retarder, axle count, powered axles. You guys got all that stuff. You can even go through all these transmissions here. 18 speeds, 13 speeds right here. You can even go 15 speeds. Go 9 and 2s. And then there's I think there's 10 speeds in here. I would just have to find it, but I don't think I have a 10 speed for this truck personally. Oh, I do. I guess I do. Made by Allison. Allison TC10, Allison 4500 RDS R. Then say for instance, this is your interior work right here. So this is what I'm working with. With my steering wheel, I got the good old Lucky Strikes. They're sitting up here on my dash, the cigarettes right here, and got a good old cowboy hat. I got the nice chrome gauges with like a gray fine dash insert finish onto it. Got a nice shifter here with a nice glossy blue pearl ball. And that, no, that is not beer, that is pop. Well, I'm a northerner, y'all, but I live in Tennessee, so I call it pop. And that. But the correct term is soda. Now these seats are the legacy seats. You can be able to update those seats to your liking. You can update the floorboards, you can update the shifter plates, you know, even the knobs, just to an extent. Depends how, like I said, depends how far and extreme you guys are willing to go. Right here, and I got my bedding right down here in the back, you know. So that's it for the interior side. You can go to paint jobs right here. You can change it. You can type it in by HSV codes, you know, to be able to customize to your specifications. This is what I customize. So I'm running at a 236, 100, and a 100. And this is for my blue and white is what I got. And then I got the nice blue lug nuts that are sticking out on the side to kind of match along with the truck itself, me personally. Now if you go over here, this is your accessories column. You can adjust, you can change the tires, you can change the wheels, you can change the hubs, you can change the lug nuts, you can change all that. You can change your tanks, you can make this a DEF truck if you want to. You can change steps. I mean, all these little dots, like right up here, roof spoiler, you know, you got an antenna and that, window chops, door trim, door logos, stuff like that. So like if I want to go, it says your custom door logos, and that I don't have one yet on there, but I plan to put one there. I think in the current process of trying to get a skin made. I'm going over with one of my other buddies that I know personally in my Discord, well, in my VTC community actually, and seeing if he can customize a logo for me. If you guys have seen it, the DR Transport logo, that's what I'm planning to create, a skin and the logo itself on the truck and that. But yep, you guys got all these types of things. Now if you go to accessories in the steering wheel right here, click the steering wheel column, you can adjust, say for instance you want a CB radio, put a CB in there. Hanging items, you know, console items, you can go dash inserts, adjust the mirrors, window frame, you know, that's my GPS that I added to here. So you can do spotlights, anti-glares. I mean, you just got it all with this truck, you know, like it just depends the type of work and detail you guys want to go into it. Now that's why it took me hours to build this. If you guys can tell by all them circles there, I went through each individual circle, clicked on it, and went through every single thing that this Pitster mod has got to offer and be able to customize it to the specifications that I like personally. You don't have to copy me and that, but well, now when I get a custom logo made, will it be available? Potentially. Potentially, I just got to see where I can go with it from there. Like I said, I'm not the best tech savvy person, but I'm be able to figure it out as I go along. Everybody has to start somewhere. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go back and jump into it. I'm gonna go ahead and back up into this trailer, and let's get rolling the rest of the way. Sorry about that, Hunter. You heard all that.
You're good. I don't give a shit.
Had to go through all that in case anybody is interested in that kind of stuff. But there's some people that love a lot of detail, and then there's some people that are just like they just want the basic stuff. And you guys don't have to run Peterbilt in here. You guys can run Freightliner Cascadias. You can run Western Stars, Volvos, Freightliner FLDs, Freightliner FLCs, Kenworths. I mean, y'all name it. And that. Now, I have another game that is Euro Truck Simulator, but I do not play that all that much. I am not really into that, and plus I don't understand what the signs mean and that, but I have seen it been streamed before on other platforms, and not gonna lie, I mean, some of the scenery looks pretty cool, and I pretty much would play just for the scenery itself. But is it a game that I play intentionally? No. I won't just go and play it intentionally. Usually I like watching people play it more than myself playing it. And that. But I'm willing to give it a shot. And we're going to do a full-on U-turn here. It's going to be probably pretty difficult, but let's go ahead and back up because I really don't want to have to go around the whole building. That should be enough room right there. There we go. Now, how many miles we got left? 307. So we're getting towards the end here, guys. If you guys appreciated what we have done, what we've talked about, or anything,
Turn right.
you guys, I have the link in the description, and also my Facebook page. If you guys have any questions, feel free just to reach out to us at any given point in time. I really want to get my wife into making some trucks for me, because I was talking to, I have a flash drive, bro, and I plan to take all my mods from here and copy them onto my laptop and activate it enough just for her to go in there and customize, not play the game or nothing, because she won't play this game. And that my wife can create some pretty bad, nasty looking trucks, man. And she's done it before for me, way back. And one of the trucks it was actually a W900, and I drove that for the longest time, and I don't even usually drive KWs in this game. The reason being is there's not much add-ons with it. I mean, there is, go in the mods and that, but I don't want to activate 30 mods just to be able to customize that, I like my Peterbilt.
Stay left, then turn left.
Yeah, alright, I'm going to hit it.
Alright, sounds good, man. You have a safe night, alright? I'm gonna polish off this load and then take it. You have a safe one, Hunter.
Yeah, you too.
I'll holler at you tomorrow, buddy.
Alrighty.
Hold on a sec, chat. Gotta adjust something just real quick here. There we go. All right, y'all. So, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in this game, you know, and that my graphics may not look the greatest right now. Now I'm working on doing some reshading and everything like that. You know, I'm relatively new to the reshading world. You know, in that, like, I just upgraded this PC, so, like, literally days ago. So it's gonna take me time to get this stuff adjusted in that. You know, if you guys did appreciate the stream here, thank you for the support, and I really appreciate it. But like I said, I'll be able to update streams at least once to twice a week, and that I'm off Sundays and Mondays, so that's where you guys will catch me on usually the most. I may be able to do it for like an hour on other days, but today in particular, I just wanted to do start it out with the first stream here, y'all. But let's get it rolling. Get it rolling. Diesel 343 Mallet at that Chevron. You know, that's actually not bad while being out here in the West, because the West usually have higher diesel prices than gas prices than they do in the East. Now, if you guys
Stay right.
now, if you guys are wondering that about map mods, I might not like the coast to coast that I was talking about earlier to Hunter, and that, you know, I don't usually do those mods because I mainly like to run whatever ATS has built. Because if you guys run in those coast to coast mods, they're not as detailed. They're kind of mainly flat, and they're not much. Now, I can't promise you that it'll crash your game or whatever. It won't ruin anything. It won't put viruses on your computer if you download it correctly. Nothing. I just strictly don't run loads over to there unless, like, I buy that map mod. So, like, I got Louisiana, I got Missouri, I got Texas, I got Montana, I got Colorado, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Iowa. I mean, you name it. And I think Wisconsin is maybe the next one on the menu. No, North Dakota is the next one on the menu, and that's what I plan on getting next here within whenever it's released. So yeah. But we are hammering down. Got 275 miles to go. See, and I don't know if you guys can notice in my stream here, but if you tend
Stay
to
left.
look on how my truck is bouncing all around, you know, they add the actual bumps in this road, and it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild what they can do into this game. You know, that's the physics, and I will go over the physics with you guys another day on another stream. I'm not gonna do it for this one, but you can adjust like truck stiffness,
Stay
you
left.
can adjust like your braking stiffness, all that kind of want to say. So let me go ahead and give you a nice camera view. Yeah, this is Salt Lake City, Utah. I have been here in real life and it is just gorgeous. Look at them mountains in the back there. That beautiful just green scenery. And that this is actually one of my favorite states to drive in. It's just beautiful, the canyons, the just diverse scenery that you get out here. That's what's so great about the US is that we have such diverse scenery. We have, you know, the Smoky Mountains all the way out east, all the way down to Florida that has the coastlines. You know, we got California and Arizona that has the desert, and then all the way up into Northern California we have like where Lake Tahoe is, and have just that beautiful like Sierra Mountains. I believe that's what they are. I may be wrong. I didn't do so good in geography, but I've been all around this nation, y'all. At least a couple hundred times, and that. So now one of my favorite states on here is just Montana. I mean, the scenery that they put into there. We'll be going ahead and doing that on a stream. I'll probably do it within the next one, and that have to do like a quick travel or something up to there, that or run a load to Idaho into Montana. Depends on what they have available and that. But then I'll pull a load I'll do like a short haul from an Idaho to Montana, and then from Montana we'll do probably another long haul. Maybe we'll run to Texas. It just depends on how long I want to be on the stream for, but I want to be able to be on a stream where I can complete a full load for you guys, but it's all based on how much time that I have, when I get on, and everything. Eventually I'm going to start doing some scheduling and be able to schedule out times when my streams go ahead and start. And that, if I can be able to kind of build a schedule out of it. It's all based what I got going on. But also feel free, guys, if you guys do, anyone out there that plays this game, feel free to go ahead and post on my Facebook page. You can show me what trucks you got, show me what mods you run, show me your great like your photos, you know, your good old showcases, and that I would love to be able to see it. I'm highly interested into what you guys got, you know. Maybe you guys can give me some detail on what stuff that I do not know. You know, I don't know a lot about this game, but I'm starting to learn little by little by little. And that, like, I've been having mods for maybe about 2-3 years. I didn't really start getting into the paid mods until until I got in this community, because they just make your game run so much smoother. Now, I'm not saying you have to pay for every mod. You can run free mods and it runs it just fine. You know, that hater build. If you guys go on that page, my page, you can see that hater build, that orange one that I created. That's one of my favorites right there. That's a free mod. You know, everything that's on that truck, that's all free. And that you guys can customize trucks like that too, you know. And that. But let's see, how many miles we got now? We are down to 140 miles, y'all. We are almost there to the delivery. We are at about 80% of the way. Thank you guys again for showing your love, showing your support to the channel, and that. And we definitely want you to tune in next time. And that I will be trying to share this all on all platforms every time I go ahead and do my stream. And we got a good old state trooper sitting right there in the middle. You know, speed limit for trucks is actually 70 in the state of Idaho. So is Montana. A lot of the western states have speed limits for trucks. And that, like California's 55. Texas does have the fastest highway in America, actually. It's Texas. It's called the Texas 130 South Toll Road, and it's an 85-mile-an-hour zone. I have been on that myself, and it goes, I think, around from San Antonio to Austin or something like that. I can't remember. It's been probably 4 years, 5 years since I've been on that. Probably longer than that. I have, with me being a truck driver myself, I've been trucking for 6 years. This coming March will mark 6 years, and I just enjoy it, man. I don't know why. A lot of people question me all the time. They question me, why do you? They're like, you drive a truck for, you're in a truck for 5,200 miles. Why would you want to come home and drive a truck? Trucking is not just a job to me, y'all. It's a lifestyle. It's a passion, and with me my age at 29, I didn't grow up into the age. If any of you old veterans out there, I didn't get to grow up in your guys' age. I didn't get to drive those old school trucks. I never got the chance, and that I have to drive the plastic Tupperware trucks, is what a lot of people call it, turbine suburban trucks and stuff. But I don't know why they call it that. I really don't, but that's just what I've heard personally. And that, no, I am not racist or anything like that. This is what I have been told it was called, or they call flip-flop truckers and stuff like that. And give me just a minute, y'all. Let me go ahead and get it out. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I drive automatics. Now I can drive a manual in real life. My previous company, I drove a glider kit truck over there. Drove a Freightliner Columbia 2017 with a 99 Detroit in it. And I actually taught myself to drive manual because I never had any help for anybody to teach me. I used to go on weekends over to my old job when I wasn't working. And I would drive up and down the road on it. I would train myself on how to drive that manual. I don't know what it was. It was a life goal achievement that I wanted to have. But playing this game here, I get to drive all these trucks in these simulators with these nice sounding engines and everything that I don't get to experience out there in the real world. This is a game that kind of escapes my reality, because I don't have many things that do go on in my life, but this is one of my hobbies. Well, this is my only hobby, and I enjoy every minute of it, and I'm glad I'm able to share it with y'all. We are almost there. Yup, we are about to come off the highway. We got 30 miles left. So we are about to make this delivery. Let's listen to that James album. I can't get the camera. There we go. Got it. Go ahead and turn left up here. That Jake brake is just to die for, man. You guys, it's amazing sounds. That's why I love it. That's why I ran with this engine for most of the time in this truck. And then I just love it. Just gotta love the letter E. Listen to it. Listen to it. Oh, coming right off the highway here. just came off Interstate 84, y'all. Now, fun fact for y'all. If you run on Interstate 84 through Oregon, there is a, if you go by, I think it's called the Dalles, or the Dalles, or something. I don't know how to pronounce it, if any of y'all are from there. But, feel free to let me know. But if you go through there, you're actually running pretty much the state line all the way through with that splits off Washington and Oregon itself by a river that's right there. And man, that is just some gorgeous scenery. Now here, let's go ahead and slow her down a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys another landmark here. Look at that. Just look at that. There's someone paragliding right out there. You know? Like, look at that. That's amazing. Look at that canyon. There's a waterfall. Literally a nice waterfall right there. You just can't beat that. I want to go ahead and take a picture of that. There we go.
Stay right, then turn right.
That's just beautiful. I love, see, that's
right.
what I love about Idaho. It's got some amazing scenery and home of the Grand Tetons, and that which is another beautiful area too. Let's go ahead and whip this around here. Let me throw my cameras back on. Yes, guys, there's actually a reason why I leave my cameras like this. That's because I'm pushed up all the way up on my dash instead of sitting back. That's why y'all can't see my wheel on screen and that. And one of these days, y'all, I will have to go ahead and make a video for you and show you what kind of rig setup that I'm running currently and that. So if you guys know from Adam at all, if you've done your research, I'm running a Hori truck control system and that, but I do not use the shifter on it personally. I just use the buttons and stuff and the steering wheel and the pedals. And then for my shifter that I have, I got an ATS accessories. That's what the website's called, ATS accessories. If you guys need a website for that, it's just atsaccessories.com. You can go ahead and order shifter extensions. You can order like button boxes, the shifter heads, all that kind of stuff on there. And that's where I got my shifter extension. It's an 18-inch. It's kind of like your standard one in a regular semi. And then I have what I call as a Blueberry Joy, because that's what it comes up on my USB when I plug it in. And that for my shifter, I got that off Amazon for like 40 bucks. And you know, I got a TH8A Thrustmaster gearbox. They cost probably like 180, maybe 200 bucks. And that you can order that on Amazon as well. And that I'm just not a person that really likes those shifters that where it's just right up next to you on the steering wheel, and that I like just trying to make it authentic in that. And here we are, guys. We have made it to the delivery, and that we made it to the Walmart here in Twin Falls, Idaho. Let's go ahead and make this delivery here. So, if you give you guys a good for the first stream here. Let's give you guys show you where we're going to deliver this up here. So let me go ahead and get this truck rolling. I'm gonna throw it on this second camera, y'all, if you don't mind. That's what I usually like to do when I'm in these type of areas, especially if it's tight. let's see how they want us back in. I'm pretty sure it's right over that double parallel. Yep, right there on that other side. So we are going to have to go around the building, do a U-turn, and I want to go ahead and do a straight back. And I don't want to have to do a U-turn back here and jackknife my truck and make things more difficult. Work smarter, not harder, y'all. That's the words I live by. Now, I don't know if I can be able to go around the whole building, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look here. So let's see here. Yep, it looks like we can. So, see, even though the arrows are pointing this way, we're gonna actually come in the opposite direction. Like back through this way, just go in the opposite direction so we can be able to go ahead and turn around. So, but first we gotta figure, I'm gonna go ahead and go out towards the road. We're gonna make sure like no traffic's coming or anything like that. We're gonna go ahead and center it and that into both lanes so I can be able to stop traffic for a second, get this readjusted. So let's go ahead and get this pulled out here, make it around this corner. There we go. And I'm gonna bring it around right here. There's just one car behind me. Now, I want to throw on my hazards, y'all, so that everybody knows that I'm backing up here. AI kind of sucks in this game sometimes. They don't ever realize what you're actually doing. And honestly, they even cut you off in traffic, which happens to me quite often. So what happens in real life to me happens the same way. See, like, that dude wasn't paying attention at all. And that to me. So we're gonna go ahead and back it up in this lane right here, in the opposite lane of oncoming traffic, but we're not on a busy road, so we're okay. I want to get all the way to this edge because we're going to want to swing wide on that turn. I got a, remember y'all, I got a 53 spread axle, so it's going to be one heck of a turn. I got probably, I think, I want to say it was a 280-inch wheelbase. So like, see how the sign says I can't turn right into it? Well, we're going to do it anyway because that's what's going to make our life a lot easier. And that. So let's go ahead and swing this turn. Those guys are waiting for me. And you got this car. I don't know what this dummy is doing, but let's go ahead and swing her up into there. It's okay. We're gonna keep it right here to the edge. On the edge, you know, we're gonna have to go over the crosswalk a little bit. That's okay though. This one's just like one of them deliveries that is a little harder to do. You know, but Walmart stores ain't easy. Not all of them are. I used to actually be on a Walmart dedicated account with Swift when I first started out truck driving, and that I started an OTR with them originally, but I eventually worked my way up and got into dedicated, and honestly it paid better than their OTR freight. And I can't say bad things about Swift because they're a pretty good company. Actually, they treated me fairly well, and that for the time that I was there, but they do micromanage. You know, people can say what they want about Swift, but overall, like, yeah, they have some drivers that don't pay attention, they wreck a lot or whatever. But hey, man, everybody wrecks. We're human. That's what God created us to be like. He is, and sorry y'all, I'm a little distracted right now. But he didn't build anybody to be perfect. If he wanted to build robots, he could. And that. But we love him, and he loves us more than y'all can ever know. So putting Jesus first in your life is a godsend, and it's a blessing, and it gives you a more fulfilling, helpful, spiritual life, and just worth more of living during that point. So going ahead and backing this up into the stock, and no, the dock door. No, the trailer doors do not open. I wish they did. And that, I wish we can like walk and get out of our truck. We can do all those types of things. But maybe they'll add it. Maybe add those updates in the near future. We can't always ask for everything. And that. So we're gonna park here. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and park it. Turn off those hazards. Let's go ahead and pull the map back up. Turn the truck off. We're gonna go ahead and press enter. And here you go. This is where it shows that the job was completed. Job completed and submitted to VTC Hub, which is my VTC that I'm in. I'm not gonna give it out personally, but as you look right here, you got your base rewards. You got driven distance, 903 miles. That's not loaded miles. That is the driven distance for the whole trip, including going to gas stations, taking detours, all that kind of stuff. Proficiency bonus right here, level 104. And that. Now I did a profile jumpstart so I could be able to like buy some trucks in that. But overall, I have, I think maybe I have like 2 trucks, I think. So like, I'll show you guys actually in just a second. That you got your long distance delivery bonus. So this shows you like your XP, it shows your money, it shows everything that you made on this. Yeah, $68,624 for this load. And that, now we know that's not realistic, of course. I think you can make them realistic. I'd have to find a mod for it. But if you guys got one, feel free to send it. Send it my way and I'll give it a shot. Thank you. But we go ahead and press continue here, and it brings us back to this menu, right? So if I go here, we're going to go through this menu a little bit before we go ahead and end the stream, y'all. If I go to my truck manager here, right? These are my trucks that I have. I can click Hater Built. That's the one that I built right there. And then I got an International Lone Star. I was using that in a convoy the other day because we were testing something out. And that, me, Hunter, and like 7 other guys that I was running with. These are just non-applicable trucks, but I can like go ahead and edit them if I want to. Another cool thing is, here's my trailer. I got an aluminum tri-neck trailer right here. And I believe that may have came with the Pitster mod. I am not sure. Now I got another reefer trailer. This reefer trailer is to my Freightliner FLD. I have it deactivated right now because the way I run these mods, I run the mods that I'm using. So if I'm not going to be using my Freightliner, there's no need to run the mod, if you guys know what I mean, because then it's more work that the game, it's more work than your PC wants to handle, like minimize, when you guys put them, your load, okay, I can't talk right now. When you guys want to put your mods in a folder, use the mods that you are going to run for that game. Create different profiles You wanted to create different profiles to be able to like if you say for instance you want to run the pitster mod that I'm running right now, but you also want to run these trailers and all that kind of stuff. Well, use that in one profile. Then in the next profile, if you want to use the hater build in that, put that hater build in that file and that and switch between accounts and assign your Steam account in between so that way like if you're in VTC hubs or anything like that out there, y'all, you can be able to like soup up your stuff. Like get you guys self following. I don't want you guys to see you lose your progress or anything like that. So, you know, but downfall is you're gonna have to start fresh. You can do, like I said, you can go on the Steam app. There's a thing called Profile Jumpstart, and if you go on that Profile Jumpstart, you'll uh, be able to get up to the amount of money that I have. You'll be like 25 million per load, whatever. Do like 2, 3 loads, and there you go. That's enough money to get you guys started, and that you don't need any more than that. There's really no point on it. So now I'll go to my next trailer here. This is my bull wagon that I got here, and it says distance on job. I haven't really used it much. I can go here, weight transported. This is what's crazy, y'all. This is the total amount of weight I have hauled in this trailer since I have been using it. This is how many miles I have put on this trailer. This is how many jobs I have done with this trailer so far. Okay. So you can sell them, you can configure, you can make them private, you can dismiss them. When you dismiss them, you can go ahead and add, say, for instance, if I want to dismiss this reefer and I want to use this tanker, I can click that tanker and then I can just click. There will be a button here that says use. It's not showing up there right now. That's because this trailer is connected to me. I would have to dismiss this, go up here, click the use button, and yeah, they go from there. You guys know from there. And then you can go to your driver manager. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, but I don't use I, I don't use it really much. So what a driver manager pretty much is, if you're running your own company on here, I plan to edit my name and change it, and that I'm gonna recall it DR transport, of course, for diesel runners transport. And what I'm going to do, like in this driver manager, you can hire drivers in this game to drive for you for your company, but you got to get them a truck and that. And if you don't keep them running, they will eventually actually quit on you. There's times that it happens like that, but that depends how real you guys want to run this. So like, see, it says no hired driver, but like I said, this is my personal preference. I don't hire drivers. Anything, I might do it just for uh just for giggles, but I'm not too worried about it. Now you can go to the like right here, we'll go to the recruitment agency. You can click on these right here and you can hire drivers. Say, for instance, I can hire this woman named like Brenda, and it will tell you what she specializes in, what she is good at hauling, like the flame would stand for pretty much for like hazmat loads, stuff like that. Can't, and then like time delivery, like on time delivery for that, and it will show them their ratings. Their ratings are gonna suck. Okay, they're not they're not gonna be the greatest because you got to make them work for it, and increase those ratings. And it all depends on what type of freight they're pulling. Now, here's another one that we'll do. So I'll go back to truck manager again. You can go to garages, right? These are my different garages. This is where like Bakersfield, this is where my truck is stored at. My Haterbilt. I got another one in Texarkana and one in Powder River. I haven't built any more trucks yet. Now, all the trucks that you guys have seen probably on my Facebook page on my content and that was from different accounts overall. I just started this in particular one, I got like 3 or 4 accounts, yo. So I operate between different ones, but I will be streaming on this account in particular, specifically, and I stay on this about 99% of the time. And well, you can get these garages and you can upgrade them, and then that's where you can be able to store your guys's trucks on there, and you can assign your drivers out of that terminal there in that city, and you can go to like economy summary, like it'll show your economy log, what your revenue is in that garage, that what you are producing in the past like 7 days, right up there, like it says. Like there's it's just a bunch of stuff in here, y'all. Like I can go on for hours about this. You can go to truck dealers. So say for instance, like if I want to visit, see, I got access mod dealer. I go there, or I can click this, visit, select the dealer. I can click buy online. These are your regular cheap trucks, you know, and that you can start out with. And that, but like I said, mods to me is everything. That's what makes this game awesome. That's where you're gonna get those cool engine sounds and everything. They got some pretty cool um engines on here. And that they're kind of quiet, but depends if you guys are looking for sound. Are you guys more of like the quiet in a truck, stuff like that. And you can be able to like customize these. So say for instance, if I click this, I can customize the configuration on it. When I go to customize that configuration, I can be able to show you what I was doing earlier, like with my Peterbilt. You can customize all that for whatever those specifications that you guys got. So depending on the mods that y'all have and y'all are running, that's what you'll have. So there's that. We'll go back here again. You can go trailer purchases. So like these are the mods that I'm running currently. These are your standard trailers though that come with the game already. And that, so like a low boy, a log trailer, you got dry van. That's a pup trailer is what I call them. And that because I actually pull doubles in real life. Sliding tarp, which is another word. Conestoga is another word for it. And then you got your tankers, and then dumpers. Then I got a gas tank, grain hoppers. Dry bulk, old wagons. You got low boys right here. Like there's just so many. And this is the custom 53-foot reefer that I'm running currently, but I customized mine out to my specifications. And you got right there that trim car, um, aluminum tri-tanker that I was showing you all earlier. Then you got the livestock hauler, the Wilson hopper, and I have not got around to customizing that yet. But maybe on the next stream, y'all, maybe we can go ahead and attach this one and maybe do some bull wagon pulls and that. So if you guys ever want to, you can purchase garages too, but you have to buy like a kind of a certain amount before you can be able to see this. So say for instance, I want to go Great Falls, Montana. I can click purchase right now and it'll tell you the garage slots. But do I want it large or do I want it small? You only got 2 options so far, and this one's 5, and then it tells you the price right here. Now I think there's a mod out there that actually can adjust your garages to make them look different and stuff. I do not know yet, but yeah. Now say for instance, you can go to like photo mode right here, and you can take photos of your truck if you want to. So if I want to go ahead and like move it around, and we can go ahead and like want to take a photo, like we'll go up here and I can take a picture like that. There's stuff like that, you know. Then that's where your gallery is. So if you got photos, that's where your gallery. Everybody knows that. Image spotlight. Browse through the selection of spectacular images handpicked from World of Trucks for use in loading screens, stuff like that. And then you even got a radio in here, and you can update actual stations and stuff in this game, which is actually pretty cool. These right here, I don't really know much about these, but it's something I could will eventually probably figure out along the way. I don't really use any of that stuff. You can go to like vehicle diagnostics. This is where you go for your jobs. If you want to pull regular like brokerage freight, that's what I just nickname it. That's your puppy right here. This is the externals. Right here is for like your World of Trucks account and that. And actually they have challenges, they have communities in there that you run a certain amount of miles, you can win skins and stuff like that. I don't do it because they're governed at 65. I just don't like it. You can do just a regular quick job where you don't use your truck at all. You use whatever truck that company gives you at whatever that job you pick out gives you. And then your cargo right here, that's for your own. And you can go to navigation, go to world map. I'll show you guys something really cool. So all that yellow is what I have traveled in so far, and that's just on this account alone, right? So like there's Washington right up here, got Montana, or Coeur d'Alene right there, that's Idaho, all the way down, that's where we're at right here. We're in Twin Falls area. And you know, you can set like GPS routes and stuff, so if I wanted to click that right there, I wanted to go there, I could, like to that gas station in Pocatello, but I'm not wanting to go there and that. So I got Sacramento, there's LA, you got San Fran, Albuquerque. See, and it goes all the way to Louisiana. See, if I had a coast-to-coast mod, it would show these states that are attached on here, and I can drive to them. But like I said, they are not as detailed because they're not around it yet. So I will be planning to do some trips out here into the Midwest. Like I said, if you guys got options, just offer it to me, you know. If you guys have an idea on where you want me to run, I'm all ears. You know, I want to do my best to get yellow lines across this entire map. I want to be able to discover everywhere, and that, you know, there's even places that I haven't been to in real life, like on here, and that I haven't been to every single town or whatever. Like I've never even heard of a town called Culberson. I've heard of Sydney. I've been to Sydney. I've never been to Culberson up here. I don't know what that is. And that, like, you can even, there's Yellowstone right here. This is right by like Cody, Wyoming and stuff like that right here. This is the national park area, like Bozeman area. And oh man, it's scenic views beyond your wildest dreams. And I love it. I love running right over there and that, but those mountains are treacherous and that, but it's definitely worth checking out. But alright guys, if you guys have any questions at all, remember, like I said, you can go on and shit, my Facebook page, there's my content there, there is, I think my Discord link was on there. I've been working on updating everything on there to the stream. Like it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get it all done and to be able to like help you guys out and be able to push more of this content out of there. And my Discord server is on there. If you guys want to be added onto the Discord, you can join the server. I think I made the invite for y'all to be able to join. If not, like I said, shoot me a message there. That's all it takes. And I appreciate y'all, for anyone out there that has watched the stream and liked it and I hope to see you guys again another time. And you guys have a blessed day, and we'll be able to see you again shortly. Thank you.